Welcome back, guys. It's a wrap here in Milan at Spaghetti. And we got here Matteo and Maria, the two co-organizers of the event that very kindly spared some time to tell us about these fantastic 3 days that we just had. So let's hear it from you guys. How was the experience?
I start. It was amazing. We really, I think we exceeded our expectation. The vibes were good. We really reached our objective, which was to bring together the community, the Italian slash international, but mostly Italian community of Ethereans. So people working on Ethereum and like kickstart this community in Italy, and I think the event really did this job. What do you think?
I'm a bit speechless. I'm processing this last wave. I am happy that we managed to bring to the type of conferences that happen in Italy a bit more than just talking about prices, DeFi, tokens, shilling, something like that. We actually everything was about building, was about securing, was about legal aspects, was about payments. So it was like a smaller version of something that happens at large scale in Amsterdam, etc. But actually, many people were like, "Guys, don't try to play it bigger than this because this is like it's perfect." I think everyone was happy to have like this sort of more boutique style thing, and having the chance to talk to each other like deeply over the 3 days, and that's all we wanted, I guess. The feedback was really good. Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of great speakers, fantastic program that you guys have put together. What would you say was the highlight of the 3 days?
I think in terms of speeches, I wouldn't have an answer because I think the value, the content was really valuable. Every presentation was great, in my opinion. The highlight in general, I think, people coming. I saw almost every person coming the first day, coming every day, and stay for the whole time, which is not happening often because myself, I used to purchase the ticket for a 3 days conference and then I go there 2 hours and then I maybe the day after, maybe not. While here, really everybody was there all the time, which is the highlight, in my opinion, on this event.
Well, I don't feel like putting any leaderboard in the. Although I have my own leaderboard in my head, like there were many interesting, and I'm very. I really appreciate that these international speakers took their time to come here and spend 3 days here. That meant a validation for our community here and for our crypto culture. You have declination of crypto cultures in different states and nations or cultures, and I think that that was good. I think that Maria was for sure one of the stars of the, because maybe it would have been a bit boring if there were other people running the main stage. And the location, I think it was very fortunate. So the weather was kind up until the very last 15 minutes. So everything was just a highlight. Yeah.
Awesome. And I love about this venue how you've got this hostel integrated here, so you're keeping like the community at the event and everyone gets to know each other. By the third day, everyone is like good friends and so on. It's great that way. And for next year, have you got already any plans or any ideas, or are you wanna? I guess we're gonna grow this event. We're gonna try to grow it. We're gonna maybe move it somewhere else. Maybe.
We were just discussing before this interview that our brains are now not able not to think. So I was already thinking with Matteo about the next. However, we need to take a rest also because this is not our job and we have other jobs and we need to get back on our normal life. But we would like to keep SpaghettETH alive, so probably we will schedule something maybe smaller for the winter, and then next year we will see. Also because for now we just were as two plus some helpers, but we need to be a bigger team if we want to scale the event. Otherwise, we would die. Like, you won't see us alive next year.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings in thinking of scaling this to a bigger. I think that the format that we created is good to as a sort of circus that can happen in different cities with the same scale, and still involve the same maybe other international speakers, other Italian builders who couldn't make it. Actually, we left out so many people that couldn't make it because, of course, we had the restrictions in terms of max capacity here. So I'm not sure we want to scale these to a bigger event. There might be a bigger event that we join in time in terms of production, but it's not going to be spaghetti for sure. It's going to be something different. And but something that we announced at the very last is that as participants, so we used the POAP token, the proof of attendance token, as a membership, just making sure that everyone was registered. So I think that what we want to build out of this is a sort of spaghetti nation that we'll try to build upon. And it represents, especially these times when you have nations, old nations at war, like it was in the 1800s. Now let's create like funny nations around. You can belong to Spaghetti Nation and then maybe to Kraut Nation at the same time, or I'm just saying some random names, but
brain working.
yes, but that is we want to build now. So we want to process the materials and then the recordings, etc. Then we want to build a first layer for the community. Start running meetups or.
We really want to this was just the seeds, and now we need to grow the plant, and then we will figure out what's the best, to manage the plant when when it's alive. So we hope that, of course, we hope it will be a tree, but we will see, and then a forest.
So basically, like you want to do like a little festival, like a live aid for crypto, like maybe some simultaneous event in other places.
Could be.
Maybe we'll leave it like this. All right, guys. Anything else that you want to add? Anything that you want to say? Last few words for the audience. A couple of takeaways from the last 3 days. Something you've learned, perhaps, that you didn't know before starting.
So, if you want to organize events, this is a job, full time. So don't do it if you don't have time. But it was a really lovely journey, probably because it was Matteo, my co-host. We had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of downs. No, never, yeah.
A little bit of sometimes.
Yeah, but that's like husband and wife. I have my husband. It's not Matteo, but in this case, my so this is my learning, and I want really to share it.
Yeah. Well, me personally, I am happy. What was the question again? Takeaways. I didn't have much time to follow. Well, something that we did was creating stuff on positively for this event, like the manifesto that we put up with Lorenzo. So managing the whole aspect of also putting out a DApp for the event. So this whole thing is something that you can be a coder, but in order to make Web3 adoption, you really need to create a context of dApps, community, events, talks, education, things that work. And maybe in time, imagine if we run this in a small abandoned village somewhere in Italy where there are local producers, and maybe we create a local currency just for those 3 days, and maybe people can start. So it can spill off to, sorry.
Come on.
Yes. You see, slow down. Yes, slow down. Yes.
It's good you're already thinking ahead of it. So awesome. All right, guys. thank you so much for the time and for organizing this. Hopefully we'll see much more of you again in the future. Here we are with the dream team from Spaghetti. Thank you very much for following us. It's a wrap for Spaghetti 2022, and stay tuned to find out what's happening next year. Thank you so much. Bye.